I'm here in Santa Monica, standing in front of Princess Eugenia apartment complex, home to alleged Irish mobster Whitey Bulger. Bulger, a South Boston native, was #1 on the FBI's most wanted list after Osama bin Laden. Bulger was recently arrested in California. Little did Santa Monica residents know he was living in the 3rd floor of this apartment complex. I spoke both with residents and native Bostonians about Whitey Bulger, and here's what they had to say.
I'm just amazed it happened 3 blocks away from me.
A lot of us never thought he'd get caught. A lot of us figured he was, somewhere overseas.
The fact that he was captured and captured alive, those two things are pretty wowing.
After so long, it's literally like, it's somebody caught the tooth fairy. He's been mystical for so long, and now you actually have a Whitey Bulger that's incarcerated. And I just think, well, you know what, maybe it's the ending to a long urban legend, and now we know where he was, and we know where he's going right now, too.
It's a place, if I was a gangster, I'd probably hide out. It's just quiet, sedate. I guess you blend into the background.
To make this into a movie is almost too Hollywood. It's almost so not even believable for Hollywood. This is almost over the top.
All of a sudden, with him being a headline right now, everybody's having Whiting sightings. So, oh yeah, I thought I saw him at your bar 2 months ago. I could have swore I saw him sitting having a beer.
I could have been walking right by him, had no clue that he was a mobster.
Because I think outside of South Boston, a lot of people don't know Whitey Bulger, or they watch The Departed and they hear some sort of a basis for the character of Jack Nicholson on Whitey Bulger.
If you're from Boston, it's huge, and being out here, it's 1 out of every 20 or 25 people might know the extent of it.
Everybody knew of him. I mean, it's hysterical. I can't tell you the number of, 2 weeks ago we had the Bruins win the Stanley Cup, and then last week they got Whitey Bulger, and I got as many text messages about Whitey from my buddies back in Boston as I did about the Bruins winning the Stanley Cup back in Boston.
I was talking to somebody that, a client of mine, and he was telling me, I live right down the block, and he goes, well, I used to hang out with this guy at the bar. He goes, this guy just wanted to just live his life out, and he was like 80 years old, and he just did the best he could to do that.
Good year in 2011. We got Osama bin Laden, #1 on the FBI list, and Whitey Bulger, #2. So, we're clearing the top 3 off. All we got to do is find the 3rd charm, right?